Greetings, Dr. Joseph Martin with you. This is Debt Solutions. How to be rich in every day in every way. How to be rich every day in every way. Part 4 of the 4-part series on debt and solutions to debt. Now, you need to know the truth and use this every day with your toothpaste in the morning and in the evening. Toothpaste will tell you that everything is internal. All the solutions are always internal from the inside out. No matter what this monolithic, monochrome, monotonic, non-mythological, non-symbolic, homogenized culture tells you, and all the lies and so on that they tend to give us when they're brainwashing us. And yes, we are all socialized and enculturated into, we must only say, the lies and the illusions of what culture and this non-civilization, as Gandhi would say, has given us. It's very trite, it's very timely that we move into the tipping point of finding our own solutions. And you can see the rise of the consciousness around the world in individuals and in young people especially for finding the truth that's going to give them the freedom that they choose and need and their independence. We're going to look at the solutions on 4 levels of being human: spiritual, the mental, the emotional, and the physical. We'll always start with the most important, which is the eternal everlasting truth of your soul being an eternal spiritual being here on an earthly journey yet again. The spiritual suggests that the most important thing you could ever do in this life or any life is to align your mind and your spirit and heart and soul, your consciousness, with the light, with the divine source, however you deem the creator, her, him to be. And it is definitely the power which has created the universe, sustains this cosmos, and will ongoingly, through cycles of death and rebirth, shall we say, or destruction and rebirth, because all individuals and civilizations and socioeconomic systems do go through those stages. We know this as historians and as social cultural anthropologists. And yet again, we are moving through a final stage of the dying of an old cultural, socioeconomic, political system now on the planet. It's been around for quite a few centuries. So for you to take your freedom and independence is the most important thing you could do. How do you do that spiritually? You do it through the age-old ancient techniques of yoga and meditation. And to start with, though, the most important thing about yoga and meditation is breathing. You need to be a nose breather in the ancient way, not a mouth breather of the Western society. Learn to do all your breathing in and out through your nose, not only when you're meditating and doing yoga, but when you're doing exercise and sports and just walking or cooking or eating. Unless, of course, you need to put your food in your mouth, which would be a good thing, better than putting your foot in your mouth. In any case, that breath work will give you oxygen and energy. Prana, chi, Orenda are some of the words we use to smarten and brighten and shine the mind and the spirit to link it again with the divine cosmic source unity. There are other things you can do as part of your yoga and meditation. We've been talking about I Am Yoga, or the Kundalini Kriya Yoga of Yogananda and Babaji, which has been for worldwide and still today, much more today than ever, through all the books and trainings by Yogananda. You can read about it in Autobiography of a Yogi. This ancient technique will link you to your divine source in your inner center, in the heart and in the mind. There are also mudras, which are hand gestures or postures, and mantras, which are seed syllables, sounds that through which the universe and yourself were created, And there also are healing musics. And healing through music is perhaps the most important and efficient, essential way to link your own being, soul, with the divinity within. You can find some of this information on my website, josephmartinlivingintwoworlds.com, including some spiritual consultations and coaching as well that you'll find, some counseling. You can call me or email me once you get onto the website. The second part of human nature is the mental part. And let there be no mistake about this whole money issue, I must add here. It's never about the money. It never was about the money. Society wants to make it about the money. The economic system, the banking world, and maybe even the corporate world, which I have many friends in that world, they might want to say it's about the money, but it never is about the money. It's about love and laughter and friendship and joy and play and humor and fun and growth and creativity and energy and positivity and all the things that make being human a real joy, a real kind, friendly, exciting adventure. So remember, it's always about your love and your life and your friendship and your personal growth and empowerment. Now, in terms of the mind, though, you'll want to have an overarching knowledge that you'll have to have all the issues of the shadow and the subconscious, subterranean issues that you've buried there mentally and emotionally, to bring that up from the unconscious and join it with your conscious and raise it up to the superconscious so that you can find a unity within your mind. This is a very important and essential aspect which we are all engaged on, and it's an individual path. And within that, you'll want to create only positive, progressive, powerful points of mind, of view, of an intention, of will, and of visualizations and hypnotic, self-hypnotic trance inductions that are all positive. And there are many, many different kinds of audio tapes that you can listen to, or visual videotapes that deal with how to create positive visualizations in your mind that unite all the two sides of the dark and the light, the shadow and the conscious within yourself, so that your unconscious mind understands that you're trying to be positive around money. For instance, you'll create some new mantras for yourself. Money is the root of all good and love. There's one for you. And money is the source of all my wealth, joy, happiness, and I'm willing and able and capable and honestly, openly willing to share it with all who need it. These are some of the mantras that we use, and I use personally and have for many, many years and decades. You can find some on my website as I put them up, and also there are many others who have these as well. So remember, the mind has to be whole, unified, complete, and positive, in the unconscious and conscious working together on side as a unity to help you move forward in all the things that you want in terms of your abundance and your positive soul ambition for your positive present and future. Now, the emotions is the third body. Emotions and feelings, these are rational and also irrational emotions that come and go, but they are feeling states that need some transformation and transmutation. So whether you're dealing with anger and rage, or sadness and grief, or fear and dread, or shame and guilt and embarrassment, or anxieties of any nature or kind, you do need to use the transformational techniques that have been proven, both the Eastern, the Western, the First Nations or indigenous ways, and as I've, over my lifetime, have synthesized them into a holistic series of methodologies and techniques, and there are well over 60 of these that are on several of my websites, and many of you will know and find other counselors and graduate institutes that provide this training and this counseling. It's essential for for you to become a whole and complete person, and to deal with all the shame and the guilt and embarrassment and the dread and the fear that you have around your credit card debt and your possibilities for a career and making money in your career and your future, and also how to deal with all your student debt and any other kinds of bad debt that you have. You do need to heal your emotions around this so you can positively be free, hopeful, congenial, compassionate, understanding, a team player, and move forward and attain all those goals that you know you can be, have, and do. Many more things to say about the emotions. They are the key to the transformation, because unless you can move out of the feeling of bad and not good enough to feeling high self-worth, self-confidence, self-esteem, and eventually self-love, and the capacity to speak and share with anyone and engage them with excitement and joy and empowerment and create a new business, a new entrepreneurial business for yourself, you need to be having your feelings and emotions consciously on side with you. And the last part of being human is, of course, our physical body. So here we need to really, really sincerely focus on health and energy and feeling good in the body. Exercise, lots of sleep, lots of naps, and lots of healthy drinking water to hydrate yourself with good water that's alkaline water and positive nutrition and minerals that you need. We want to say that no diet works. I mean, just look at the word. If you diet, you will die. That's the point. Don't diet. They're fads. You'll end up putting more weight on after you finish your diet, guaranteed. Instead, live it. Live it, love it, learn it, do it. Live it by just putting nutritious minerals, vitamins, and other foods inside your bodies, all healthy vegetables first and foremost, a bit of fruit, not too much because there's too much sugar and fructose and sucrose made in your body, and some protein from obviously nuts, almonds, walnuts, goji berries are good for energy, and certainly some food like turkey and fish would be good for the, particularly with the fish, for the omega-3s and 6s and the necessary fatty acids that we need and oils in our body to make our brain work. That will mean getting rid of all processed foods, because the things that are in processed foods and soda diet pops and so on, things like this, are things that are used to pickle your brain, and they will destroy the cells of your brain, the cells of your liver and kidneys, and wear away the tissues and cells of your heart and cause IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, all these things that are so prevalent today from all the white death we call. What are the white deaths? White sugar, which should be outlawed because it's criminal and it's toxic and it's deadly. White salt, which is not good for you, not the man-made white salt. White flour, definitely off the radar, and white cocaine, which is another processed food. All these deadly white things are meant to be released and never again brought through those lips of your mouth and into your body. Deadly, toxic, and are going to cause a lot of inflammation and a lot of suffering through many illnesses of different kinds, including cancer and strokes and other kinds of debilitating brain things, including Alzheimer's. Instead, again, focus on nutrition, only the things that feed the cells, all the cells of your body, lots of good healthy water. And through all this, of course, you want to enjoy the exercise and the power and the energy that comes when your physical body, which knows perfectly well how to heal itself, once again comes alive. It's full of energy. You might start looking 10, 20 years younger. You certainly will feel that way as well. Just do all the exercises and the yoga, the meditation, the walking, the breath work, all the things we've mentioned that will give you the joy and the passion and the power that you need to have a full, healthy life. And remember, that's what it's all about. Once you're feeling the hope, the freedom, the truth, the love, and the energy, and the empowerment, and the independence, you will be on your road to making everything a positive flow for you. Positive flow in every way, positive cash flow, your relationships will change, you will attract magnetically all the right people and places and work and career into your life. Stay tuned, there will be more on this topic, very important. I wish you all love and blessings. Dr. Joseph Martin here for you. Om Namah Shivaya. All health, all empowerment, all love.